टिकट दिखाने भाई।
जैसलमेर
12 किलोमीटर पूरा शहर बसा हुआ। 5-6 किलोमीटर जैसे शहर से बाहर निकलोगे पूरा खाली एरिया मिलेगा आपको। देखो
We had a packed day ahead, so we quickly dropped off our bags at the hotel and left for Kuldhara. It was not the most well maintained. I know they are ruins, but with so much garbage and vandalized ruins, it was not exactly a pleasure to the eye. But it was worth the visit for the lore. Headed back to the city and then headed out again for a desert camp stay in the sand dunes.
भैया हमारे वाले का नाम क्या है?
महाराजा।
Wild forest to our left, with deer spottings here and there, and sand dunes to our right, we headed directly towards sunset. We walked around the sand dunes for a while, which was extremely good for the soul, but not so good for my footwear. After the pink hues settled in, Maharaja took us back for dinner and a cultural program. And finally, the highlight of the trip, desert camp stay. It was a moonlit night, but we were fortunate enough to be able to see the stars in the clear sky. Not only is it a walkable city, but literally every corner will have some mesmerizing architecture for you to stop and stare at in awe. This was literally a house. Another fascinating thing to note were these welcome messages along with murals of marriage registrations sanctified by gods, which brought about an extremely unique and personal touch to the tour. After having an extremely heavy Rajasthani thali for lunch, we finally headed to the Jaisalmer fort. which is also the only living fort in India. Over 5,000 people still live within the fort premises, continuing traditions that have been passed down for generations. A lot of cafes and hotels have come up inside the fort premises, but the local market, Jain temples, narrow winding lanes, and age-old open drainage system evoke a sense of nostalgia for the bygone era.
ब्राह्मण 20% राजपूत। ये डोम्स अब देखिए कितने टेम्पल्स है साइड में, वेजिटेरियन, नॉन वेजिटेरियन, मिक्स वेजिटेरियन।
I think ये बिल्कुल मैंगो लस्सी है। After some rest, we headed out to catch the sunset at Gadisar Lake. We were told that it has a light and sound show every day around 7 p.m, but much to our disappointment, it hadn't been happening for the past month. We chose a secluded corner to watch the sun go down with pink hues. We went back to the fort in the morning for a very unique latte and breakfast with city view. It was definitely the prettiest and tastiest coffee I've ever had. Just like Kuldhara, the place was very ill-maintained. The obituaries and tributes were barely legible, but the view of windmills and cold breeze managed to reverse our disappointment.